Welcome back to Deadly Destinations. Every year, millions of people pack their bags, grab their passports, and set off on adventures they'll never forget. But for some, the trip never ends. Because in certain corners of the world, beneath the beauty, something far more sinister lurks. Places where people vanish. Places where search teams come up empty. Places that seem to swallow human beings whole. Today, we're counting down the top 3 most mysterious and deadly tourist attractions locations that are not only dangerous, but cloaked in unsolved disappearances, chilling myths, and inexplicable tragedies. These are real places, with real victims, and no answers. So grab your gear, but stay close. Some paths, once taken, don't lead back. Number 1. Yosemite National Park, California, USA. It's one of America's crown jewels. Towering waterfalls, ancient sequoias, granite cliffs older than time itself. Yosemite National Park draws over 4 million tourists every year. But few know its dark side. Since official records began, more than 1,000 deaths have been recorded in Yosemite, most of them tragic but explainable falls, drownings, exposure. But buried among those numbers are a few that defy logic. These are the ones where people vanish. Completely. No body, no clues, no trace. Let's rewind to July 1981. A 14-year-old girl named Stacy Aris was hiking with a small group near Sunrise Meadows, a popular spot with wide views and gentle trails. She decided to take a short walk to a nearby lake with an older man from her group. The man eventually sat down to rest. Stacy walked ahead alone. She never came back. 9 days of intense search and rescue. Helicopters, dogs, hundreds of volunteers. Not a single trace except her lens cap. And here's the thing. They had a visual on her for most of the time. She was only supposed to be gone for minutes. Yet it was like the earth opened up and swallowed her whole. Fast forward to June 2011, George Penka, a 30-year-old from Southern California, was on a church retreat hiking near Upper Yosemite Falls, a busy, well-traveled trail. He was with 80 other people. At some point, George dropped back from the group. A few minutes later, he was gone. Rescue teams searched for weeks. Dogs, helicopters, drones, nothing. No cell phone, no wallet. Not a shoe print. Nothing was ever found. And the stories go on. In 2021, Joel Thomason, an experienced hiker and kayaker, vanished at Hetch Hetchy Reservoir. His kayak was found. But Joel? Never seen again. Some blame misadventure. Others whisper of secret caves, hidden crevasses, or something else entirely. David Paulides, a former lawman and author of the Missing 411 series, has documented over 30 baffling disappearances in Yosemite alone, many with no known cause. There's something about Yosemite, something ancient, maybe even sentient. People don't just die there. They vanish, without warning, without a trace. Number 2, Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia's blinding salt flat. At first glance, it looks like another planet, an endless, dazzling expanse of white. Crystallized salt stretches so far in every direction, it seems to erase the horizon. The Salar de Uyuni is the world's largest salt flat, over 4,000 square miles wide. Tourists come here for Instagram-worthy mirror reflections during the rainy season, where the water turns the desert into a glassy ocean. But beneath the beauty, a growing list of missing persons. What makes Salar de Uyuni so deadly isn't just the landscape. It's the illusion. The flatness distorts perception. Distances become deceptive. The horizon blends into the sky. GPS can glitch, and there are few landmarks. In 2021, a French couple went missing while attempting to cross a dry portion of the flats in a rented SUV. They had food, water, maps. What they didn't have was a cell signal. Days later, the vehicle was found, doors open, tire tracks leading to nowhere. Their bodies were located miles apart, half buried under salt crusts. No one could explain why they left the vehicle or walked in opposite directions. In 2017, a Brazilian backpacker disappeared completely. She was part of a guided tour. At some point during a photo stop, she wandered off. 10 minutes passed. then 30. Then I panic. The group and guide searched for hours before alerting authorities. Search teams found nothing, not even footprints. To this day, she is still listed as missing without trace. Locals say the salt flat is haunted. They tell stories of the lost spirits of miners who died hundreds of years ago, wandering the flats in endless loops. Scientists have studied the magnetic fields in the region and found minor anomalies small enough to be ignored, but strange enough to spark theories. Some think these disappearances are cover-ups for illegal mining activities or trafficking routes. Others believe the terrain hides sinkholes or underground caves that have yet to be mapped. Whatever the truth, Salar de Uyuni demands respect, because in a place where you can see forever, it's disturbingly easy to disappear without anyone seeing you at all. Number 3. The Aokigahara Forest, Japan's Sea of Trees. At the base of Mount Fuji, nestled between volcanic rock and towering pine trees, lies Aokigahara. But its real horrors go far beyond the headlines. Each year, this dense, lush forest draws tourists from around the globe. Some come for the beauty. Others don't come back at all. Aokigahara is unnervingly silent. There's very little wildlife. No birds, no rustling. The trees grow so tightly together that they block out sound and disorient even experienced hikers. Compasses can malfunction due to iron deposits in the volcanic soil. Japanese authorities stopped publishing official statistics in 2010, but reports estimate over 100 deaths per year. Volunteers still patrol the forest weekly, looking for lost hikers or bodies. But the disappearances don't stop at suicides. There are tourists who went in during daylight with cameras, maps, and guides who were never seen again. In 2016, a Canadian hiker was reported missing after entering Aokigahara with a group. At some point, he separated from them to photograph a nearby lava cave. That was the last time anyone saw him. Despite drones, dogs, and even infrared cameras, nothing was found. Local legends say the forest is cursed, that the souls of those who die there never leave. Some believe the forest calls to the vulnerable, feeding on despair. Others talk about Yurei, ghosts of the restless dead who wander, searching for company. What's terrifying isn't just the amount of deaths, it's how easily you can get turned around. Hikers report finding ribbons tied to trees, not trail markers, but lifelines left by people hoping they'll find their way back. Some never do. And yet, tourists keep coming, drawn by the macabre fame. But what they don't realize is that Aokigahara doesn't care if you're filming a YouTube video or searching for enlightenment. It's a place where nature feels hungry. These 3 places, Yosemite, Salar de Uyuni, Aokigahara, couldn't be more different. One is carved in granite, the next shaped by salt, the last choked by trees. But they share one chilling detail. They don't just kill, they erase. In a world dominated by technology, GPS, and surveillance, there are still places where people vanish. And no one, not law enforcement, not science, not even time can explain why. So next time you book that trip of a lifetime, take a second look at where you're going. Not everything on the map wants to be found, because some destinations aren't meant for return. Thanks for watching Deadly Destinations. Stay curious, stay cautious, and most of all, stay found.